In this C++ Builder for iOS video, I'm going to show you how to use image effects. In particular, how to use the input and output properties of a filter to change the look of an image that we load from a file. Here's my C++ iOS design environment. I've set the form in landscape mode so that I can have side-by-side images. And we've got a form, a layout on the form, which is aligned to the client area. I've put two images down, and those images are aligned left and right. I've got a toolbar, and inside the toolbar I've got a label that says Input Filter Demo C++. I've got a speed button, and that speed button I've set the style lookup to the refresh toolbar. It could have been some other speed button, a bitmap as well. We can see this in the designer as both an iOS 6 and 7 look and feel. We've got a trackbar. I'm going to use this trackbar with a value that goes from 0 to 100 for the percentage of the amount of filtering and image effect that will take place. The speed button has an on-click event which allows us to load an image. So in the speed button click event handler, I set the width of both image 1 and image 2 to be half of the layout area. And then I say image 1 bitmap load from file, and I use the system IOUtils namespace to get the documents path to where my local image is. And then I give it the name of the file that I want to load. In this case, a JPEG image. I'll set the sepia filter input property equal to that bitmap. And then we'll set the amount of image effect equal to the value that's in the trackbar. And finally, we'll set the output of the filter, in this case the sepia filter, to be the bitmap of my image 2. On the form create, I'll create the new T filter sepia, and I'll save that. And as I change the trackbar, we'll set the amount of filtering equal to whatever the current value is divided by 100 to give us a percentage. And again, we'll update the image 2 bitmap with the output coming from the sepia filter. Now, to get the image over to my iPhone, I go under Project Deployment, and you'll notice that I have this image that I've loaded in. I did that by clicking the Add This button. And then I set the remote path to startup /documents / so that this image, which will be part of the application bundle, will get put into the startup documents folder so my application can get to it. And that again is loaded over here in this line of code. Looking at the header file, we've got our form class and the components that we placed down. And then in the public area, I created a mySepiaFilter variable that is of type tFilterSepia. And you can use other image effect classes as well as the sepia filter class. So we can compile and run this application and see what it looks like on our iOS device. So here comes our splash screen of our application, and now we've got the user interface of our application running on my iPhone 4S, which is running iOS 7.0.4. We can click on the speed button to load the image. There's the David I. tie-dye image, and we can use the trackbar to set the percentage of sepia that is being applied to the image, which is coming from the input of the filter, and then we're taking the output of the filter and assigning it to the bitmap of image 2. We can move this back and forth to whatever place we want. And that's how easy it is to use image effects in your C++ Builder for iOS applications. And you can check out all of the other image effects filters that are available in the FM application platform.